why your cash-based practice is stuck at 10K a month and how to break through. So today I'm going to talk about if you're a cash-based business owner, then how we're going to get you past 10K months. So basically what we see is you're a solopreneur at this phase and you are doing all the things. So at this point, let's just say you charge $250 a session. You are basically treating about 10 clients a week. A month, you're making a little bit over $10,000, which is amazing because that's more than what you made at your other job, okay, at your stable job. However, this is what people leave out of the story of that. You're the person doing the sales calls. Do you effectively know how to actually do that? Have you audited how many people call you versus how many people actually book with you? Probably not at this stage. You're the person that's responding to emails of late cancels and trying to say, hey, when can you get in? We got this opening here. That takes time, effort, energy. You may be at a ballpark with your kids and all of a sudden you get an email that tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, the patient's not showing up. Okay, well now, how are you going to fill that schedule from a ball field? You cannot. So now that spot's open and it doesn't get filled. That's a problem. You're the marketer, meaning you're spending probably your weekends and nights going to events and marketing with people and building up the community so that they know you. Well, that could be a problem or not a problem, depending on, where you're at in your life. You are being the person that is trying to make systems. So like when a patient comes in, you're the person that's like, okay, let me put him into my EMR system. Okay, now you should have a CMR system, but a lot of you don't at this point, which is where you store every single person's name, email, phone number, contact, whether or not they book with you or not. An EMR system like a Jane, they only store your booked patient contacts, not your not booked. And guys, so someone that's sold a business, you want everyone in anyone's contact because you never know when they're going to have a problem and they could be wanting your help. Very important. Okay. So how do we get past this? So basically, you're the business owner, you're treating patients, you're doing all the marketing, you're doing the sales, you're trying to create systems, you're responding to everyone, like you're doing all the things. The number one way to solve for this is hire. That's the number one way. Most of you guys are like, oh, hire, no, like you hate those words. I have to manage people. That's exactly what you're thinking right now, okay? By the way, management is not that hard. It is a new skill that you have to learn, but there's tools that you can learn it, and I have confidence that you can learn it. So like, is that a VA that you're going to hire to answer the phones? Is that going to be an admin that you're going to hire? Is this a sales and marketing person that you're going to hire to help with sales and marketing and answering the phones? What level of support are you looking for and what do you truly need? Do you know what you need? A lot of times people at this level that are solopreneurs making 10K, most of y'all don't have a clue what you actually need. You have a like, well, I would want, but you don't actually have a clue like what you need. And what I mean by that is like what the actual business needs to take things off of your plate. You kind of have a clue, but you haven't systematized or even thought about like, oh, I guess a person could do this and I guess they could do this. And what would that system look like? So that when you do hire someone, that you could just have them come into the position and you're like, here you go. This is everything that needs to be done for this position. Comparatively, most of us, and I made this mistake too, when we hire someone, we don't know what we don't know. And we're like, you create the role. I don't know, just do it. I hired you for this role. Don't you know what to do? And they have no freaking clue because they need guidance from you. And so part of this all is basically what it comes down to is you're scared to hire because you lack business skills. You lack systems. That's okay. We don't expect you to have that because school didn't teach you business skills. School just taught you to use your hands. That's why you're stuck, because you're doing the things that school taught you to do, plus you're trying to do admin tasks that you're probably not that good at or proficient at. So stop doing that. Stop killing yourself. There's no point. So the key here is to hire, and it can be part-time. You don't have to have any benefits. Like, it's not as scary as you think. Okay? Hire someone to help offload you so that you can focus on what you know that you're good at. And in the meantime, learn new business skills, which is maybe management or how to hire or how to onboard or what's a marketing system or what's a sales system, so that you can start implementing that. And if you're like, look, I don't want to create it because it sounds so freaking overwhelming, great, we have it. Okay? We have all the systems that you need already built out for you that I've deployed to over 400 cash-based practices across the US that they use to this day. And it works. Okay? So if you're like, look, I don't have time to build this all out, or the payroll, because by the way, it takes years to build it all out, then fine, just invest and you can have ours, you know? So if you want our system to get unstuck, which I highly recommend because it is very effective, then just at me at PelviBiz on Instagram, PelviBiz, and just say, hey, Kelly, I need help. And yes, it's me in the DM. So just, hey, I need help. Can you help me with my systems and help organize so that I don't have to answer these DMs at my kid's ballpark, or I don't have to be up at 9 o'clock at night when I'm trying to read my kid a bedtime story because someone's trying to cancel and now I'm trying to figure out who to put in there. Like all that stuff is like when you have someone, it's like, oh, you can take a moment to breathe and you don't feel like you're on the freaking hamster wheel feeling like nothing gets done. Because if you stay the same that you are doing right now, what happens, and I 100% know this for a fact because I see it over and over again, you literally get in these patterns and on these cycles and thinking like this is just what it is. Like and then you start to tell yourself a lie and a story of like, yep, this is it. Like I made it out of my job. So like now I feel amazing and like I have flexibility, even though you're tied to your business the entire time because like you don't have anyone helping you. It is literally the same trap, guys. It's the same trap, except you just own it. That's it. But it's the same trap. It's not like you can be like, bye, patient, you just hang out here. I'm going to go on vacation. No, they demand that you be there at 8 o'clock to treat them, whether that's virtual or online or in person. So like you can't do that. So you have to make sure that you have systems in place to get you unstuck, because otherwise you will treat the patients and they'll wax and wean. So sometimes you might have 7, sometimes you might have 15 a week, right? And then you get in that cycle. And the times that you have 15, you're like, oh God, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this. Oh wait, now I missed a phone call. Oh wait, now I forgot my marketing networking. Oh wait, now I forgot this. And it just becomes in a cycle that you never feel. It's like running a business on fight or flight. That's really what you're basically saying. Like, I like to run a business on fight or flight. Comparatively, people think hiring is like going to be the thing that's going to kill them. No, hiring, when you have people to help, is actually more beneficial, and you don't feel like you're running the business on fight or flight if they're the right people, because they take things off your plate. Now, the wrong hire will put more things on your plate, but the right hire, and this is why you need help hiring, will put more things on your plate if it's the wrong one. The right one will take it off. So be mindful of that as well, but that's just a skill that you need. So again, don't be too afraid of it. You just got to understand how to learn a new business skill to move past it. So if you need help, we're here. We're happy to help. And let's get unstuck past 10K, because 10K isn't going to cut it in this day and age and economy. Y'all need at least 15 to 20. You got to pay taxes. Okay. You have to invest in yourself. That's key. Y'all forget about that. You have to invest. You always have to be investing if you want to stay like up on what you should be doing and not like struggle and be on the hamster wheel. If you want to run a business on fight or flight, please, by all means, just keep hamster wheeling it. And it will only get worse as the years go on, just so you know. Been there, done it. But you don't have to do that, you know? So like if there's another option that you don't have to go down the scary hard path, which is actually running the business by yourself, that to me is a scary hard path, not hiring. Even though I get it, because my first hire I almost croaked and she quit on me after 2 months. But once you hire someone, you're like, oh, weird. I can now get patients and I don't have to like be at everything and do all the things. Like, this is bizarre. Like, we had someone in my mastermind. She was at 8K and literally jumped to 16K and hadn't gone back, down ever since she brought an admin on. Just because she brought an admin on. Literally. And so now she's, hitting $25,000 a month. But like, she never went below 16K after she brought an admin. Before that, she was at 8K. And she had such a mindset belief about an admin. And she's obsessed with her admin. Now her admin's actually her babysitter. And now she takes care of her kids and all the things. And I'm telling you guys, it's life-changing when you do it the right way and you find the right people. But you have to have systems in place to do it right. Okay? Because they didn't teach us this. So it's all new skills. But we can help. So if y'all need help, just let me know. Talk soon.